I stated, well, now we're keeping our focus on what you just heard, following up from last week, the threats, the quick notice, several comments making the rounds now about that. We've got Chief John Nnia Nwodo, who is the President General of Ohanaeze and Ndigbo. Thank you for coming on this morning.
Thank you for having me, Chamberlain.
Do we have any cause to worry? Because now we've seen Borno State Governor, we've heard Kaduna State Governor's directive, we've seen that of the Northern Elders Forum, the leadership there saying that whoever spoke on their behalf doesn't have the mandates and that Igbos they've got a right to stay wherever they want in this country. So with all of those comments, should we have any reason to bother about what has been said previously?
I think we have several reasons. Because they are discordant voices. You haven't mentioned that Aggo Abdullahi speaking on behalf of the Northern Elders Forum.
No, that's the last part I said, where we have Paul Odongo, who had said, no, he's speaking on his own. He doesn't have the mandate to speak for the Northern Elders Forum.
Yeah, but
he's quoted to have said
it does appear that even if he doesn't have the mandate, a number of incidents that have happened prior to the outbursts of the Northern youths indicate that the governors and those who have spoken to the contrary may not have the capacity to stem the building hate that may precipitate insecurity to life of non-Northerners. What do I mean by this? Since 2015, 5 Igbo people have been lynched and murdered in Abuja. On the 23rd of September, Arinze Chikwem from Enugu State on an errand to buy a rechargeable lantern and on demand for change was accused to be a thief, and he was stabbed 47 times. And police has been unable to do anything about this. In September, Amadu Abu Chikwazema from Imo State was lynched following altercation with a Hausa trader. On the 25th of March, Ikechukwu Ugu from Enugu State, after barbing, entered a keke and paid money and asked for change. Change was refused. He was accused of being barao. He was lynched to death. Police claimed it was mob action. On the 27th of November, Ndubisi Obuka from Ngodi Sochi in Abia State was beheaded in his farm in Abuja. His head was not found until 2 weeks later. Now, in May this year, a young man pressed to urinated in a gutter close to a mosque in an area of Abuja called Gwagwa. He was lynched to death and killed. Nobody has been arrested or prosecuted. In October 2016, Sylvester Ozemena from Ifitogwari in Anambra State was killed in Baladu in Duse local government area of Jigawa State. In Niger State, on the 28th of May, Emmanuel Chukwumaije from Enugu State was killed in Pandogeri in Rafi local government area of Niger State, accused of blasphemy. Property, shops and churches belonging to Igbos in Pandagari worth over 200 million were burnt. The local government chairman said the young man was innocent. No compensation has been paid, no convictions. And just last Thursday, a young man called Ndia Nwodo from Olu, while all this is going on, was killed in Kano. Police has not arrested any of the suspects. Of course, you know about the case of Bridget in Kano in June of last year, who somebody went to do absolution in her shed and washed her, but the Attorney General has entered a nolle prosequi.
But with respect to the families and all of those who you mentioned have lost their lives, about how connected can we say they are to this particular threat in the wake of the groundswell of opinion? Because, I mean, someone, quotes ascribed to you, has said the response of Ohanaeze was going to be predicated on how the federal government responded to it. So can these cases be directly linked to this present statement, threats, which has been dismissed by the political leaders, even from the north?
Yes, it can. First of all, I see this threat as the quintessence of a building hate, a building despise for Ndigbo, and a seeming acquiescence by the federal government to enact a nation in which some are like the animal farm, some animals are more equal than others. The young men in the north see the country as an empire and see any agitation from any part of the country that they are not being fairly treated.
Can we say that's just a group
of
people,
young men?
Because that cannot be said to be the general thing.
Yeah, that's certainly. But it does appear that, like the dissatisfaction in the East, which has pervaded the youth now, you cannot isolate it as a minority group. There is a building crescendo all over the country of a disposition that is antithesis to national unity and a domicility of the government and law enforcement agents.
When you said that you don't see the announcement by some of these governors as they having the capacity to stop a winding hate speech that could degenerate into something even worse, who do you think in the North has that capacity to make a statement and will be listened to?
Well, you see, right now, it does appear that all hell is let loose. The young men have been quoted in Vanguard of yesterday to say, we dare the police to arrest us. What does this mean? This is anarchy. They are saying, dare the police to arrest us. The young men in the Southeast are saying, there is nothing more threatening of national integrity than this. This is treasonable. The act is completely committed. They have declared a new state that excludes the Southeast from the state of Nigeria. They have gone on to describe measures to actualize this.